Okay, hang on, guys. Let's see if this works. I don't know. There we go. Let's get that straight. All right. Hopefully it is. Yeah. Guess. I don't know what was going on the other days, but all right, we got it going today. So what you guys up to? Made it to the weekend, huh? Everybody's doing good. Hopefully get this straight. Yeah, there we go. All right. So everything's straight. Yes. And I'm having a little bit of a hot beaver. Hot beaver tonight. Like I said, got some corn dogs for the hot beaver mustard. Ghost pepper. I got regular ones too. Yeah, you know, I did that one time. One time I made I made tamales and it was a whole disaster. So sometimes you got to make it once or twice before you get it straight. I don't know, but yeah, you almost always have to try something at least once or twice before you get it down. Some of those recipes that I've done, I've had to do them multiple times to get it just right. The first time usually doesn't work. Anyway. All right, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a, just a little bit. I found out that a little bit of this goes the wrong way. Oh, yeah. All right, that's all you need. This is really hot stuff, this ghost pepper. I've done this with regular sandwiches and I kind of mix it with the regular mustard and kind of spread it, but this, you don't need much. Pretty hot. And like I said, I just put out my ghost pepper puff, smoky ghost pepper puffs. Those were hot. I'm not lying on that one. You have to really watch them. They can get hot. Eat too many, they build. These ones were more smoky than they were hot. The Reaper ones seemed a little more hot. They were like tangy. So if you like them hot, go for it. And tonight, not the best one. I'm trying this. Got mixed emotions of it. This is the Mountain Dew Major Melon Energy. So anyway, that's what's been going on with me. I did try a few different things the other day. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this again because anyway. So yeah, I tried a few different things the other day. Those will be coming up probably Tuesday. I got to work on that one. Monday and Tuesday, I got some stuff to work on. I have been getting out. I know there's a couple new things all coming out at the same time. Apparently, there's going to be more. It is hot. This is ghost pepper. You don't need much. Just a tiny tiny bit on your hot dog. Or your corn dog. That's all you need. And I got regular mustard. It is pretty hot. Mm-hmm. Hot ghost pepper beaver on your hot dog. They have other stuff. They have regular mustards. They have horseradish. They have tartar sauce. They got all kinds of different things. Beaver brand is really good. Hot mustard, spicy mustard, brown mustard. Whatever you want, they got it. Guess you could even put it on, whatever. And I got the regular mustard. Not quite as spicy. I guess it is. It is. It is a brand of mustard. And corn dogs. What better? What better than hot mustard and corn dogs? I should get out the Doritos, spicy mustard ones. Those are actually pretty good. Someone gave me an idea, said to take the spicy mustard, crunch them up, and do like a coating for pork chops or a coating for chicken, or you could probably even do it like as a corn dog coating. Dip it and roll it in the crushed up mustard Doritos. Now that would probably be good. I know I've seen the Korean hot dogs, they do that. They do like Captain Crunch. They do Takis. I've seen Flamin' Hot Cheetos. They roll it in. A couple other ones. And it's not just hot dogs. It is also the mozzarella. Some of them are like half hot dog, half cheese, and then they batter it, and then they roll it in something. One of them they have is a blue heat Takis. I've had that. They're actually not terrible, but they are blue. Kind of weird looking when you're trying to eat a hot dog or something, and it's all blue, coated in blue. So, and then you have other ones. I think it was Captain Crunch and Flamin' Hot Cheetos and all kinds of different ones. And then it was like ring donuts too. So anyway, but I did get out to Jack in the Box, and I got out to KFC and Popeyes too. That was it. A lot of stuff there right now. They've been coming out with different things. Also put out the new Habit burger. They've got the seasonal stuff. They had the jalapeno burger with a ton of lettuce, and then they had the salted caramel shake. That was actually pretty good. And then what else did they have? No, this is, well, technically it is. It's Jedi, but it's Journey. It's just called the Jedi Order, but it's kind of a mashup between Journey and Jedi. So they got a lot of cool stuff like that. Mashup. Yeah, I thought it was cool because it's like their album cover. Hey, Tina. So yeah, it was the Journey cover, and then the other one, and I got some. I have to do them in the next couple. I got some new Star Trek shirts. I got the blue ones, and I got one from Discovery, and I got one from Yeah, the original series, the blue ones. So now I got them all. Red, yellow, blue. One from Discovery. And I found the cool one. I don't know when it's going to show up, but I found the green one. The Captain Kirk wraparound green shirt. So that would be cool. And also the Star Trek II red uniform movie shirt. I found those. Lots of different websites that they had. One had Elvis, one had Star Wars. It had like the shirts that looked like, they even had one that was The Rock. Had the tattoo and it had the belt. I wouldn't know. You can dye your hair blonde and you could find out. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, I don't know. Lots of jokes. I've heard lots of jokes. What do you call a brunette in between two blondes? An interpreter, you know. Mm. What do you call a bunch of blondes standing around in a circle? A dope ring? That one, I like that one. Mm. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of ones I can't think of right now, but those are the clean ones for here. So I remember when I was little, I had a joke book and it was like 101 dirty jokes. And I took it to school one time and my teacher saw it and he's like, all right, you can't have that in class. Give me that book. You'll get it back when I'm finished reading it. So he took it away and he was reading all the jokes. And then at the end of the day, he gave it back, but he didn't want me saying them in class. And it's like, oh, some of them were pretty bad. Most of them weren't that bad. They, typical things, playground humor that you hear the kids talking. And they always make the jokes and talking, playground talk, I guess. But anyway, that's the. And today actually is a good day because they finally had graduation here. So now we don't have to deal with all the kids for the summertime. Won't be as bad around here. I know other places probably graduate different times. So congratulations to all the graduates that are out there. Finally made it. I know some people said they graduated from colleges. Some people graduated from high school, junior high, whatever. But if you did, congratulations. I know it's a big accomplishment. I remember when I graduated, high school was okay. College was a little more impressive for me because that was a big journey. And I remember it was pretty rough when I went to school and I just kept saying, I'm going to stick it out no matter what. I'm going to graduate. I'm going to put the money to good use, get through no matter how hard it was. And I did. And like I said, it was trying at times. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, when I went, they kind of misled me, and I wish they would have been a little more honest. When I went to college a little while ago, and they told me, you know, they're not going to be set up for you. You don't have to go early. Go on the day or two. Go a day or two before the classes start. You get there. Everything will be there. You'll all be handled. It'll be taken care of. It won't be a problem. Well, that was kind of a lie because they said they had roommate meetings when you got there. And it wasn't really anything. It was just like, okay, here's all the people in a room that need that need a roommate. Figure it out. And you just had to talk to people, and then you just had to go find an apartment. No, it was a technical school, mostly guys. And then they said, okay, the job board, they just had job listings on the board, and you had to go find a job. Now, if I would have known, I would have gone there like a month early, would have got a place to stay, would have found a job, would have had, steady income coming in, and then started up. Because I went out of state. And like I said, but they said, don't go early, don't go early. We're not ready for you. And like I said, if I would have known that, man, I would have been there like a month ahead, would have, got a roommate, found a nice place, got a job, got the income coming in, and then started classes. But they kept saying, no, don't go, don't go. But yes, it was a technical college back in the late 80s, early 90s. And yeah, it was mostly for geeks. Computer geeks, We went year round, so there wasn't much time for messing around. We went 45 weeks out of the year, so the rest of the time we were spending in the lab, we were spending doing homework, all that stuff. So it was really tough because I did have a part-time, well, yeah, pretty much part-time job. Well, almost full-time. It was like nights and weekends, and then I went to class during the day. And yeah, it was a fast-paced, um, it's a fast-paced environment. I did for a while. I was in one job for about 15, 16 years, and to quote a famous movie line, the king's stinking son fired me. The higher ups, in their infinite wisdom, decided to sell the company, and they sold the whole shebang, and everybody went. So I had no control over that one, but I was there for 16 years, so that's good. But like I said, that's the way things are. It was decent for the time, but it's a whole different environment now. Back then, when the internet was fairly new, they didn't have all the stuff that they have. Yeah, yeah, I did. Everybody that went, they basically sold out to another company. The other company took them over, and they absorbed all their stuff, and they tore down the headquarters and changed the name. And yeah, but it was a good run. Like I said, it was a totally different environment back then. Uh, when I first started, the computers were like huge. The disk drives were the size of like a refrigerator, and you had them downstairs. And now, the same thing is probably like, size of a matchbook. And they didn't have cell phones. They didn't have they were just coming out with pagers, and I think they had the big old suitcase phones and stuff. But that was really about it. And like I said, they used to have to run at night, and they used to have to do all the storage and back it up to tapes and all that stuff. Totally different thing. The environment's completely changed. Storage is cheap. Instagram, there was no Instagram. There was no Instagram back then. This was 80s, 90s, into early 2000s. And I remember though I was there for the year 2000 switchover. Everybody was paranoid. We were all there, and then one guy was had a camper. He was camped out. He thought everything was going to stop and grind to a halt at midnight, and everything was going to shut down. And everybody was like going to freak out and have, a problem and lose their money. And we were sitting there in the computer center, and all of a sudden, midnight, and it was like all of a sudden 2000, and then everybody's like, "Okay, what happened?" YouTube. This was before YouTube. This was before um, any of that stuff. When I first was there, they didn't have it. That's what I'm saying. There for a while, they were actually limiting what you could. You could only get on the internet for certain things. They restricted access. Um, we didn't have phones. We didn't have any of that. There was just you had laptops, you had other computers, but no, it wasn't like that. There to work, we're there to do our job and stuff. I was working graveyard, so a lot of it was unsupervised. I learned COBOL when I went to school. COBOL, Fortran, um, assembler, uh, JCL, worked on the mainframes. Uh, we're starting to get into Unix, and then yeah, this was before all this other. Java was kind of the big thing that was coming out, and later on, yeah, it just kind of exploded, and everything was net based and portable. Like I said, it was a different time back then. They don't do that anymore now. It's all fast paced, portable, mobile. They do. There's some people are stuck in the thing. There's still some people that will not do IBM. They will not do um, Apple. They'll do Linux or Unix, and that's what they run their system on. They don't like the other stuff. They don't like the systems. They don't trust them, so they have their own homegrown version of Linux that they're running, and it's real super isolated. Yeah, that just started out when I was going through C++, C plus. Uh, yeah, they started getting into all these other codes and stuff like that, and we were mostly doing assembler. But we were working with different systems too. I was working with IBM mainframes. I was working with some Unix systems. I was working with HP systems. We all had a um, mismatch of them. Yeah, I've seen them do that too. They make their own thing. There's one guy on here that does his old 8-bit processing and has all the old systems and stuff like that. Back in the day, floppy disks, all that stuff. Somewhere, I don't know. I don't know if I still had it. I think I actually threw it away. I was supposed to get a job at one place. They let me take it home, and it was a Basic Plus book. Basic Plus, and that was like what they were using, and everything was like real small time. And then they backed it up on a floppy disk, and uh, yeah, everything was back basic, real simple stuff, nothing real complicated. And that was before all the internet and the complicated stuff and multiple systems and mobile text messaging and all that. It completely changed. I remember when I did first start out, people had the two-way pagers, and that was kind of the thing. If you had those flip up pagers and you could text on them, but someone else had to have one. You could actually have texting, and that was before, regular text messages. And if you did have a text message, you had to do it was like the razor flip phone. You had to have the one button for 3 letters, and you had to scroll through the letter, and it took you like 10 minutes to write a small message before they actually had keyboards. I actually had a couple of the old phones that flipped, yeah, the QWERTY keyboards. They actually were a physical keyboard, and you could text on them. I think I had an NV, and I had one of the first BlackBerry Storms. They were actually keyboards, and everybody was like, "Oh, cool! You get to type on it." So yeah, it's changed. Everybody had the flip phones, the portable keyboards, stuff like that. It was completely different. It was when it first started. Like I said, I have seen a whole lot of changes over the years, so it has completely been revolutionized, I guess. And the old things were like Netscape and what was that one? Web crawler. Um, some of the old search engines. Yahoo. Well, Yahoo was first out. AOL Messenger, Yahoo Messenger. No, no, no way, dude. Sorry. And I can't program like the nerds on Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, you probably could have hot beaver. They had Hotmail. I remember that. Everybody had a Hotmail account. Hotmail. Outlook. No, no, I don't even know about that stuff. True. Infomercials. And they used to have all the weekends had them more. They had all those crazy things I used to watch. Incredible inventions and new techniques and stuff. The ones back when they used to have the hair in a can and the car polish and the miracle blender and the sham wow. Did you hear they have a new one now? It's not called sham wow. It's called something else, and it's like a thing to wipe your car off, and it's like a flag. It's got a pole, and you drag it on your thing, and it. So he had all that infomercials and stuff over the. Yeah, thanks, Obama. Completely, it's completely a whole new world, and over the, you know, entertainment stuff. They also used to have the stuff in the back of the magazines that they would advertise, singles, websites and stuff. You used to call those old websites, personal ads. They don't have that much anymore, but they did have the personal ads where you would put in there, you know, SWM seeking BWM. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, or the data. What was it? Data mate, computer dating. You go in and you make a video. They go to the video. This one was the one all on the phone. You call a mailbox. They'd listen to your ad. They'd leave you a thing. You'd call in. Some of them you had to pay for. Some of them were like free. They'd have them like in those newspapers that you would get when you go to the grocery store. The free singles magazines and the free Diablo dealer or whatever they were. Singlemate.com or whatever. I don't remember what they were. I just know they had a lot of things like that. I think it does, but almost everything you have to pay for now. When they say join for free, And it's not the greatest thing. You can join for free, you just can't do anything. You can't respond, you can't read your messages, you can't look at anything. You have to pay a fee. Oh yeah, they had all that stuff. I get a lot of junk like that. Russian mail order brides. I toss most of that stuff. It's just a bunch of junk. They just want get money. They want you to subscribe. And I think a lot of those are like fake people. They send you a message. Wow, I'm really interested in your profile. They don't even see it. You don't even have a picture. You don't have anything. Yeah, so sometimes it's not all it's cracked up to be. So you got to be careful with all that stuff. Almost everyone wants you to pay. Even I think it's even like Match.com. You have to pay like a subscription fee. Nothing's free anymore. They used to have it all, and now I think Yahoo and AOL are gone. Yeah, eHarmony's a joke, and I think they do. They put clickbait or whatever. Oh yeah, farmersonly.com. That was a big joke. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. Or JDate, that's the other one. All the Jewish people go for JDate. Oh yeah, I want to have a jdate.com. I don't use dating sites. Of course, I could go to jdate.com. They've got all kinds of one with pets.com. One with the pets. Go if you really want a good one. Go to Cornhub. I'm not Jewish. Go to Cornhub. CORN. Cornhub.com. Check it out. Everything you'd like to know about corn, but we're afraid to ask. It's an actual site. No, I'm not. I'm not of the Jewish faith. Although I like a good bagel now and then with a little bit of schmear. Some cream cheese. Not real big into the lox and the bagels. But yeah, a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of nosh. Pretty good. Potato latke, you know, whatever. Guess you can get all kinds of different websites, all kinds of different services, all kinds of different things to join that they want your money. It depends on what you're into. Do you eat at the halal chicken places? I was watching that on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He was Jewish, but he found a Palestinian chicken place that the chicken was wonderful, and they went there and ate. He ended up scoring with the chick because he ate at the Palestine place and rejected his Jewish roots or whatever. Anyway, I have seen some halal places like yeah, meat and chicken, and but not too much around here. Oh, new sauces? There's a lot to find. Depends on how hot you like it. Whether you like it strange or I have to put that one up. I got that hot sauce roulette. I have to work on that one. If you saw the other day, I did the mythical meats. That was weird. Ostrich and alligator and all that other stuff. No, don't get into that. All that trendy stuff. There's a lot of fake people on there, so stay away. They got all the lurkers and catfish people and whatever. Stay away. Best advice. Not like it used to be. What did I watch? I was watching some. Oh, geez, what was I watching? Oh, it was Family Guy, and they tricked someone stole his identity, and they were in Russia, and they lured Meg over there. I went to stay with this guy. The guy took over his profile, hacked into his profile, and took it over. It does happen, though, so be careful. Not here. I'm on West Coast time, so it's only a little after 12 o'clock here. And like I said, yeah, yeah, they ever since they got rid of all the chat rooms and all the other stuff, it's not the same. All this stuff where you have to join for free, then you have to pay a premium to talk to people or whatever. Yeah, it's not worth it. Go back to the good old days where you had to meet in a bar or a church social or I don't know, something like that. Right now, too much stuff out there. Okay, well, thank you. So, what else? What are you doing, Tazzy? Guess he's finally settling down, hopefully. But let's see what else. Yeah, the old time stuff. That's all. It's completely changed. Everything is all upgraded and stuff. Things that were real great back then. Now it's nothing. I've already showed Tazzy. He's actually on my um icon. So you got Tazzy. He's going over there and going to sleep on the chair. And then I don't know, Ziggy went somewhere. I think he's in another room sleeping. That looks like Ziggy and that looks like Tazzy. Kinda. Yeah. Ziggy, this looks a lot like Ziggy, and Tazzy's gray and white. That's kind of close to it. And let's see. Other than that, not a whole lot of, not a whole lot of, not a whole lot of new stuff. I have seen a few things. What did I watch? I watched some new movie. Some of them were not really good. Been trying to find some decent ones. Haven't really found them. And like I said, there are a lot of new things coming out. A lot of new stuff that I've actually done. I just got to edit it and get it out. So I see that in the next couple days. And yeah. And like I said, I do not recommend this. The energy drinks are not that great. They got zinc in them. They're okay. I tried it to try it. Um, it is what it is. If you like the energy, you like the metallic-y, go for it. You like the hot stuff? Oh, they are. They need to stick to the regular one. If you like Major Melon, stay with Major Melon. Don't do the energy. I wanted to try it just to try it. There's a lot of them that I've done just to try them. I've actually got some stuff coming out that I'm going to try just to try. No, that's new. The new Baja Blast was a passion fruit and I think guava. Those are brand new. Same with Ultimate Coke. They have not made it out yet. They're supposed to be out in June. I think the target date's the 15th, so they'll probably start showing up in stores soon. I haven't found it anywhere. So yeah, Coke Ultimate and the new Mountain Dew, and I think those are in zero as well. But I have tried some of the newer ones. Uh, what else? I got a couple other things. I know Oreos is coming out with the cotton candy. I don't think I ever tried that, so that'll be out soon. I'll go check that out. I think they also put out the s'mores. I don't remember if I did those or not. I might have. I gotta look back and see if I find them. What else? Hmm. Who knows where he got them from? If he ordered it online, he went to it's in his area sooner. Maybe he's got a contact at Mountain Dew. I don't know. They could have sent it to him. He's Beavis and Butthead famous, so not me. Nah, they don't even care. And they probably did it because Beavis and Butthead, he was on there. Hmm, those were pretty good. Yeah, the company, they contacted me. They told me to try it. There's other ones out there. They had a whole list of things you can try. It wasn't just chocolates, it was jewelry, it was like skincare or different chocolates. I had to. All right, thanks. Have a good one. Here and there, like I said, Jeff's famous beef jerky. Um, Popcorn company contacted me. Who else? I had some other ones that contacted me, but I kind of like didn't respond to them because some of them I think were really bogus. One was some kind of coffee company, and some about I had to buy it ahead of time, and I don't know. And then there was a couple other ones that just nah, it wasn't. It wouldn't have. Uh, no, they were like things jewelry, and you have to buy diamond rings, and then you would get reimbursed for the 300 some odd dollars, and that's all bogus. Pick out 10 pieces of jewelry and pay for them, and then they'll reimburse you, and yeah, and you just do a review on it. Oh yeah, the one company did do was I still got it somewhere, a little personal air cooler. Yeah, that's what I said. You got to kind of watch what they do. Some of them are legit, some of them aren't. Some of them are a good fit, some of them aren't. And I noticed that some are here and then they're gone. So yeah, like I said, it just depends. I try to keep it I try to talk to them. And actually Round Table, they were pretty good. Round Table, I gotta find that shirt. I don't know where I'll put it. Roundtable contacted me about trying that wing challenge, and they sent me the thing for the whole wing challenge. And that was before all this, closures and everything. Too bad that didn't fit. That was a bad timing issue because I was doing that hot wing challenge, the fire sauce, and they were going to have the finale. They were going to have the 5 finalists, and they were going to have a um, showdown at one of their restaurants here. They had it out. They had the 5 finalists. They were getting ready to schedule it, and whoever won the $5,000, and then everything shut down, and then they had to. What they did is they just took the $5,000 that they had. They split it amongst the 5 finalists, which was the best thing to do, because they didn't know when they were going to be able to have people in person again. But that was cool. I got to try it. The hot wings or hot wing or a whole pizza you had to eat within, like, I think it was like 5 minutes for the pizza, or under 5 minutes for the hot wings. That was kind of cool. But there are people out there that actually contact some of the bigger names. That's okay. I know they get direct contacts a lot more. I've seen the people are, I guess they're more visible out there. I've seen the other people, company, contacting them. They also use their images online. So that's okay. Like I said, I'm not out for the money. I'm not out for the fame. I just give my opinion, put all the stuff out that I find, and hopefully you guys find it useful. And some of the stuff is very strange that I have found. And I can't believe they actually have things. What did I see? I saw something the other day that was very weird. I have tried a few online. Yeah, like pickle soda and all that weird stuff. There's a lot of strange things out there. It was the hot sodas. Those were weird. I did see a few reviews on those. Most people didn't think they were that hot. Some people didn't even care about them. It is different though. Some people can handle really hot stuff. Some people can't. If it's even a little bit hot, some people can't stand it. Some people, if it's super hot, it doesn't bother them. And yeah, it's all, I guess it's all tolerance. A lot of people did the one chip challenge, the super hot sauces. What was it, world's hottest candy bar, all those ones. Can't get into that again. This is about as hot as I could go, and just a little bit. You only need a little bit, not much. Some of them you only need a drop or two, and you don't want to do too much, or otherwise you're hurting. I tried those ghost chips, the flaming hot, smoky ones. Those are a little bit hot if you eat a lot of them. Otherwise, they're not too bad. But some people can't take that super hot. True. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, 24, okay. But yeah, I did see it. I have to find it. It was something called cream-filled beavers. There's a thing out there called cream-filled beavers. It's like I think it was Kinder or something like that. It was like little cookies or something. They were like beavers, and then they had cream on the inside. cream-filled cream-filled beavers. I don't know if it was for kids. It was just a product. They were actually cookies in the shape of a beaver, and they had cream filling. And that's what they said. Cream beavers. Cream-filled beavers. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of the old game I used to play. Oh my God. This one was way back when video games first came out. There was one called Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of the Lounge Lizards. Boy, I said that all at once. Then they had Leisure Suit Larry 1 and 2 and 3. They were the text. The first ones were like just a typing thing. And they had a real limited thing. And then another one was like point and click. And I remember one of them was, there were like adult jokes in there all the time. And it was like, look at the beaver on the shelf. And it was an actual stuffed beaver. Nice beaver. You know, and then they had like the censored thing when he went up and did whatever he did. And they had the Where's Waldo, but it wasn't Waldo. Had to find the striped one. Where's Dildo? To find it on all the different screens. There were so many of them you had to find. Yeah, there was a lot of really adult humor. I think they even had a thing where you had to sign in and you had to say that you were over 18. You had to have I think it was a manual, and you had to put in a certain word to make sure that you own the thing. You had to put the disc in, and then there's like turn to page 35 and put in the fourth word. Copyright, early copyright protections. They used to have that, or they had a code wheel. You had to line up the code wheel. You had to put it in. Some of them you had to have the original disc or the original CD in while you were playing the game. You couldn't do a copy. Some of them were, yeah, the code wheels, and you had to put the code wheel in. And then sometimes it would just stop and it would say, turn to page 35, put in the fourth word while you were playing. And then you had to keep doing that. Some people found ways around it. They would do photocopies. They would do all that other stuff. Yeah, authentication keys. They had the code wheels. They had charts and stuff. Some of them were like cards that you had put it in. Some of them were actually like you had to have like a red thing to reveal what the codes were. Like the 3D glasses. They had all kinds of different things for that. Now it's no big deal, but back then it was. I remember that you had a card, or you had a wheel or a book, or you had to have the original stuff. So that way it wouldn't get copied, it wouldn't get circulated around. Discourage multiple distribution. Yeah. Or what was the other one? One of them was Zork, I think. One of them was it Might and Magic, Zork, some of the other type-in ones. They had a lot of them. So, just different ways to get around it. I remember my friend used to do that. Nah, I don't think I did either. I didn't have a Dreamcast. I only had some early ones. I had the original Xbox. I had a Game Gear. I had the Game Boy, whatever it was, one SP, I think it folded up. And then that was it. I didn't have any of I didn't have PlayStations. I didn't have any of that. I had a Commodore 64. I had a VIC-20. Had an old Pentium, one of the first ones. I don't remember what else. Atari 2600. Remember those were like big time. Everybody wanted to get the Amiga, or what was that one? I'm trying to remember some of the other. Atari 800, Texas Instruments one. What was the other one? Radio Shack, Trash 80. Those had cartridges. They had disc drives, cassette drives. Yeah, the first ones they actually were. I saw one time at a garage sale. I wanted to get it. They were actually, it was a game console, and then it just had those plastic overlays. You had to put it on your TV. You had to have a certain size TV, and then it put like a dot. There weren't that many games, and there was a lot of weird things like cards and tokens and all that. Then they had ColecoVision. They had a bunch of other ones. I actually had Pong, the very first one that came out, and we played it for a little while, and got bored, and we returned it because it was really basic and only had like 2 games, and then after a while you're like, what's the point? It's just a little blip going back and forth, and that was it. Although I was looking about the old ones for Christmas time. One year, that's what I wanted. I wanted that electronic football game, and I got it. The old Mattel electronic football game with the little blips, and that's all it did. Then if you did a touchdown, it played the little do. They had football. They had football 2. They had baseball, and I think they had hockey. I think was one of them. You can still get them. They have like retro things. I had a Merlin, the big old red thing that looked like a big phone. That was actually touch screen. And then they had Simon, a couple other, all those early electronic games, the little handheld ones, LCD screens. They were fun, but it was very, very limited. That was before Game Boy and cartridges and all that stuff. You had to buy a dedicated game. They were like slots. I had a Dungeons and Dragons one. It was a little one. Yeah, I've seen them. They're like a joystick, and it's all like old Atari games. Yeah, all the old ones, man. And then they had the other interactive ones. What was it? 2XL that had the old 8-track tapes, and Teddy Ruxpin, of course. I think they had. I'm trying to remember some of the other things they had. Yeah. Then they had Perfection and Superfection, and yeah, those old games. Yeah, they did take Operation on the ones that were really, really simple. Yikes. Ouch. But anyway, they had all that old handheld games back in the day. Those were state of the art. I remember that. My mom played the one, it was a LCD slot machine game. And then I had the one, it was bass fishing. I remember that. And the actual thing would vibrate, and you had to fling it to get the thing in the water, and then when you caught a fish, you had to pull it back, and it was all like interactive. Had a reel on it. I had that for a little while. State of the art. Some of them, they had the bank. It was an actual bank. You put the money in, you pull the lever, and maybe you hit a jackpot, maybe you didn't. That was fun. Old stuff, man. You could still find them here and there, maybe garage sales. Some of the other ones are like what they call classic or retro. Yeah, it was Simon. Well, then the other one, Bop It, tells you to do all this stuff. Bop it, slap it, twist it, kick it, stick it, stuff it. Hey, 420, how's it going? Stick it, stuff it, ram it, cram it, jam it. That would be a different one today. That would be the adult version. Yeah, I suppose I think they have a Nintendo 64 emulator. I had a Nintendo 64. No, talking about the old Bop It game. And you turn it on and it would say, twist it. And you twist it, bop it, smack it. So I'm saying there's a different version of it now. Yeah. Stick it, stuff it, ram it, cram it, jam it. They actually had that. It was a dirty mouth bear. I've seen that. He said naughty things. Well, anyway, they had that. You go into, where was it? Spencer Gifts. They had all that naughty Santa where he dropped his pants. Some of the bears that said bad things. Yeah. And all the weird adult aisle that you had to go down. They had the furry handcuffs and the black lights and the massage oils and whatnot. So yeah, they had all that stuff in there. I've seen black light stuff. Right. This other stuff. I had them. I had a total cool room when I was late teens, early 20s. I had the black lights. I had the red flicker light. What else did I have? The velvet. It was the velvet neon day glow kind of posters that they had. I didn't have a strobe light, but I had a red flicker light and it went back and forth. Had like a magnet in the middle. And then they had the stop lights and the electricity globe. I actually have one of those. It's a little mini one and it plugs into your computer. Yeah, I had the poster. One was like a maze of pipes and it was all in day glow. And then I had another one that was like a optical illusion thing. You turn them on, you get that black light, it would glow. I have a lava lamp. I had it up there for a little while. I don't use it much anymore, but I do have a lava lamp. And what else? Yeah. Yeah, but you'd go in there and they'd have all that crazy stuff. And then all the other things that I still want to find them. They're hard to find. The old oil drop things that they were little toys and they had like, they would drop down. They had like a little wheel or they had a ramp or something like that. Also the pins that you put your hand on it and it would make an impression of them. Yeah, the sand sculptures, you'd turn it upside down, it would make a picture. What was the other one? The balls, the metal balls on the string, get them going back and forth. I remember the drinking bird. You put a cup and the bird would dip over and drink the water. That'd keep you entertained for hours. Remember that? What else? They had a whole bunch of, they had all that stuff in there. Yeah, all kinds of crazy things. I remember this one guy had that cool electronic clock, and it did everything with the balls. No, it was like they would put it, the ball would go down the ramp and it would go into the minutes. And when they filled up, it went down to the next level, went down to the next one. And then the other one I was seeing was the little little bulldozer set or something like that. And it had the little dump truck and the scoop truck and all that stuff. And it would just go around on a loop and it would scoop up the balls, load it into the truck, then it would transform into something else, load it up, go to the next thing, and kept doing it over and over again. It was just a little motorized thing. And the ramps. Those were fun. All that old stuff, you know, the water games, water rings, and you'd try to get the rings on the little hooks or whatever. I think they called them water games. I don't remember. But yeah, all those stuff. Everybody usually had it. They had a board game. They had something. If you put it on your desk, you had like a Rubik's Cube. Yep, I remember those. I always had that weird stuff. Yeah, strobe lights, posters, um, all kinds of stuff on there. Yeah. And then the strange ones like spin art, toss across. I don't know. But yeah, I did have the black lights. I had the posters. I had the red flicker light. I actually had a stereo and I had the speakers on a wall on shelves. And I thought I was styling. I hooked my TV up to the stereo output and I could turn the stereo speakers on. It was big time back then, man. Nah, I wasn't into that. I wasn't into that whole thing back then. That was just like, I don't know, that was the thing. And the worst part with those black lights were you'd show your teeth, they'd be all white. You could see all the dust on your shirt. The dust everywhere. Like they said, when you take, they would go to a hotel and then they would use the black light to show all the remnants on the bedspread, on the walls. Yeah, but you could use the black light and you could tell everything that was in your hotel room. The bed, the bedspread, the sheets. Yeah, you had to be careful. Splatters on the wall. The ceiling. The remote control. The phone. Housekeeping didn't do a real good job cleaning up after the last couple that was in there. They didn't get rid of everything. Yeah, watch it. Yeah, it does. It really does. And whatever else, you know, they have around there. If you ever, I think it was Ocean's 12, I think, or 13, one of the two. They had the guy that had the night vision goggles, and he took a look and showed all the creepy bugs and everything around in there that they had put in his room. He wouldn't stay there because there was too much creepy stuff all over. Yeah, well, yeah, they don't. This is not the sheets; it's the bedspread. They don't wash the bedspread, and that's where you get all the stuff from the ceiling, closet door, whatever. Hey, oh my god! So, yeah, just be prepared if you actually go to a hotel or a motel. It's probably worse, but yeah. Nowadays, they don't hardly clean anything anymore. They only clean it maybe once in between other people. So if you want to be surprised, just have a black light and go in there and check it out. It makes you want to bring your own. They did, but now that's nothing. They don't hardly care. You almost have to pay extra to have them give you a new towel or new sheet. That's okay, Ozzy. Hey. Yeah, no, it's almost gone. Almost ate all the ghost pepper, and I have to be careful because I ate too many, and then I kind of had a little bit of an issue. Yeah, you can get them on what did I get them from Walmart? Had them sent, but they're more smoky than they are hot, so it's different. They had the regular pepper puffs; those were just like flaming hot. These are more smoky, and in the middle, it doesn't go all the way through. It's just a coating. Oh. You can get the regular Cheetos puffs. Get the crunchy ones, whatever. Those were pretty good, I have to admit. Really? Wow. Oh yeah, the old ones. Yeah, go there, check it out. They probably have it at Walmart. It's probably in the stores by now. If not, just get the regular Flamin' Hot Puffs. Those are pretty good. I think they might even still have the Tangy Reaper, or was it the Tangy? Yeah, the Tangy Reaper pepper, whatever it is. Those were actually not too bad. Yeah, I got to be careful. Like I said, I usually eat those Flamin' Hot Puffs, and I eat too many of them at one time, and I pay for it a little bit later. So you got to pace yourself on those. That Flamin' Hot stuff, it adds up, and you got to be careful. Don't, like I said, don't touch anything. If you've got that Cheeto dust on your fingers, don't touch anything. Wash it off before you do anything. If you touch your eye, if you touch your nose. Okay. And definitely don't go to the bathroom if you still got that Cheeto dust on your fingers. It will hurt. Believe me. Not fun. So, yeah. Use it sparingly. That's what I said. Yeah, no. Serious. Because that Flamin' Hot stuff is bad. So, anyways, I'm gonna work on that hot sauce roulette. Hopefully, I'll get that up soon. I was almost thinking about doing that tonight, but I don't know. Be careful. Wait till after I put it out. No, well, no, don't do anything with hot Cheetos. Yeah, I am in California. That's why I go like a little after midnight usually. I know other things are like 3 hours difference. So that's why I'm able to stay up late. And then tonight was, okay. I just started having this one, the Monster Energy. We said, oh, is bad. The devil's drink. But anyways, yeah, I like the nitro. Have to check that one out. What else? There's a whole bunch of other ones. Yeah, well, it's the weekend now. Oh yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen all the ones. What did I see? I was just watching this the other day. I was watching Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And the one scene where he's in the at the end where the guy comes in to rob the convenience store, you saw the Hostess O's, and they were the powdered sugar donuts with the raspberry filling. They don't have those anymore. But I remember those were, yeah, they were the Hostess O's, raspberry filling and powdered sugar donuts. They just have powdered sugar. They don't have the raspberry filling anymore. But that was back, what, 80s? They still have fruit by the foot. I've seen it. Certain brands they don't have. I had the Flamin' Hot one. I had the Galactic Gushers. Some of those other ones they've had. You still have them here and there. Some of them were even printed and they were like patterns and whatnot. Rainbow. Sour. They still got a lot of that stuff here and there. But yeah, all the old time movies and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look and see. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Yeah, but I've seen some are there, some are not. I still like the ones, every once in a while I get them. The one that's in the store, I think it's called Orchard. It's the fruit. They're like fruit roll-ups, kind of, sort of. They come in the little little packages, and they're you unroll them and they're flat. You peel them off the thing, and everything looks like apple, grape, raspberry. They're real small. There's not much to them. Sometimes they're like 50 cents a piece. No, he just came in and he spray painted the camera. Give me the money. Over there, behind the donuts. And then he threw the hot coffee in his face. And then Spicoli comes out and goes, "All right, Hamilton." And then he got made the manager of Mighty Mart the next day. So, but yeah, the old, all the old stuff, they had the products. Some of them are around, some of them are not. The old scenes and stuff that you see sometimes. Grocery stores, whatever. Some of them are only like, 59 cents, 29 cents. We have Nesquik, and I found some banana Nesquik the other day. So, sent away for that. They still make it. Yeah, I got it from Walmart. Still somewhere I got here. There are little containers of them. Banana Nesquik. I still have a Nesquik chocolate syrup. Still have Bosco, but I'm probably not going to do anything with that Bosco. And Hershey's. Obviously, on that one, Hershey's was a better. Nesquik was a little too sweet in the liquid form. Now you can get the strawberry, the chocolate, and then some places have banana. Yeah, I don't know. They used to have it in the stores. I remember that all the time. You could still find the banana Nesquik. That's why I was surprised. Yeah, that's what... I know they used to have it in the stores in like the produce section. They would have, what was it, orange mist, where you take like orange and you put it in a blender with ice and you make like an orange mist, kind of like an orange Julius. Then they had one was like banana peanut butter or banana chocolate. I don't know if they still have them. They might. They were just little packets. And I remember one was banana and chocolate. You put like a whole banana, you put some milk, you put the mix, and you make like a banana chocolate milkshake kind of thing. I think you had to put ice in it too. Chop it up. I think one was lemon mist and orange mist. I think those were the main ones. I mean, you could do the same thing, but like if you would go to Jamba Juice or Orange Julius, kind of like that. And then sometimes they put in those boosts, protein boost, energy boost, whatever. Yeah. I never got all that, some of that weird stuff, spirulina and um, kale. Yuck. I never could do the wheatgrass, the wheatgrass shots. I don't know who did that. Could never do that. Always see him take that wheatgrass and cut it up and put it in juice to give you a little shot glass and go, here you go. Or a kale smoothie. Yeah, no. Kale is the thing that they put in between the salad bar to separate the potato salad and the ice. Kale is not edible, as far as I'm concerned. It's dirt. Nah, yeah. Or just a little bit at a time. You have to put the milk, you have to put the ice, chop it up, and then just slowly add in other stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if they have those anymore. I know they did for a while. It was usually next to the. They also I've also seen chocolate dipped banana. It's like a little packet, and I guess you melt the chocolate sauce and then you dip your banana in it. I haven't seen those lately. And I've also seen, yeah, the strawberry shortcake. It's like a can with the strawberry syrup, and then they have the little cakes for the strawberry shortcake, and then you put the strawberries, and then you put that sauce and the strawberries together and the little whipped cream, and then you got strawberry shortcake. Those are usually like in the produce section. Don't see it too often though. Used to be a lot more prevalent. But yeah, next to the fruit, the fruit roll-ups and the fruit leather. Oh yeah. All you have to do is just take regular ice cream and mix it up. They used to have, what was it? Was it Tillamook or Dryers? Dryers. Dryers used to have. They used to have a custard. They don't do that anymore. Hey, Joseph. No, I stayed home today. Actually, I kind of stayed in because today was graduation day and I didn't want to compete with all the kids. Didn't want to compete with all the kids. They were doing their graduation ceremony, and I live near a high school, so. And then once they get out, everybody's out in the, places and getting restaurants and whatnot. So I stayed out of the. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I stayed out of all that stuff. I worked on a couple other things. Just kind of staying now. Now the kids are out for the summertime, so that's good. And like I said, I've just been looking online, trying to find some stuff. I went out the other day, I checked out a couple new things to get those out for the next couple days. And yeah, just been looking online, looking for new stuff. There is some new things coming out. Specifically, McDonald's is coming out with new stuff. Yeah, everybody's different on when they get out. Some people have already been out for a week. Some people just went this weekend. Some people's next weekend. It depends on, I guess, your area, when you start, when you don't. But there are a lot of them out there. Nah, it's not raining here. It's just chilly. It's cold. Usually this time of year is windy. I did see later next week, I think it's supposed to get like up into the 80s, so it's probably going to start warming up soon as we get to the end of June. But yeah, and now is the time to get all the shorts and the tank tops and the start getting the ice cream and the drinks and the hydration and the all that fun stuff. Break out your cooling fans and your everything else. It's gonna start warming up. So yeah, I've been checking that out. True. Yeah, so I do have to. I will tell you this. I went the other day. That's probably gonna be for Tuesday. I went and tried the Snoop meal over at Jack in the Box. Snoop-a-loop. I'm sure if you've heard anything about it, Jack in the Box and Snoop are doing a collab. They got the Snoop Munchie Meal, along with some other things too. So yeah, you guys, some of them would like that. Snoop-a-loop. It is a loaded chicken sandwich and taco, curly fries, uh, baked brownie, and a Sprite. That's the Snoop meal. Obviously, Snoop-a-loop late night munchie meal. They don't have special additives to the brownie. The loaded chicken sandwich was actually pretty good. So, and you get it all at once. A taco, curly fries, and a drink. And apparently Snoop likes Sprite. But yeah, they got that. Apparently McDonald's is coming out with a purple milkshake in a couple days. No, it's not it's a loaded chicken sandwich. It's got French fries, cheese, ranch sauce, bacon, and chicken tenders. And then you get the taco and the curly fries. And a drink and a brownie with chocolate chips. Well, anyway, that's the new thing from them. You can get the sandwich on its own. You don't have to get it as part of the meal. What else do they have? Popeyes, of course, has got all their new stuff that they got out. I don't know. And then they got yeah, like I said, McDonald's is coming out with some new stuff for a change, sort of. A couple other things they're coming out with. And then they do have the Jack wrap, the Jack chicken wrap. I'm telling you, man, they need to bring back the wakey bakey hash browns. That was actually good. Hash browns with cheese sauce and I think it was jalapenos and eggs. Well, nah, they're trying to get some new stuff here. McDonald's, yeah, not a lot there, but it is what it is. A couple other places too. I've sent away for a few things I gotta do. You'll be seeing some of the other stuff. Like I said, I still have to do the second part to that mythical meats. Those were weird. The alligator, the one, the duck was not good. The alligator, ostrich, the venison was okay. Some of the other ones were just, they were weird. Alligator was strange. and ostrich and a couple other ones. Fortunately, it was a mix and it wasn't a whole lot, so I don't know that I would get it all the time. I do have some other strange stuff coming. So you'll see those. I don't know. I guess they think I'm from Russia. Ah, cosmonaut. I don't know. But yeah, there's just still a lot of things out there you could check out. Always coming out with new stuff. I'm keeping my eyes out when I can. Finding a few things. Starting to get rid of some of these other things. Like I said, finally almost done with the hot pepper puffs. Got to go slow on those. Don't eat a whole bag or you'll be hurting. And I still have the ketchup and the mustard and some of these other ones I got to do. So you'll see those. And what else? Just anything I run across. I took a picture the other day. I don't know who the heck designed this. It was kind of stupid. Yeah, it was called Happy Grub, and it was pancake mix in a little tube. It was like banana, apple cinnamon, and buttermilk. It was $7 for a little container of this ready-made pancake mix. I don't know what Happy Grub was. I don't know who was buying that for $8. Oh, really? Yeah, the must. I actually have another. I have another bag. I pretty much kind of polished off the first one. My sister ate it too. She came here to visit, and she basically ate ate all the chips, and I had to find another bag for her. And that was kind of fun. Those were actually really good. Some people didn't like them. Some people don't like mustard. I don't know why. I didn't think the ketchup was all that great, and I like the mustard better. Had a little more tang to it. And I still got to do the other Lay's chips. I got the BLT and the buffalo chicken sandwich. I got to put those up. What else? There's a couple other things here and there. You'll always find something. Unique flavors, strange flavors. What was I looking on Amazon? They had all kinds of weird chips and things like that. Actually, no. I like the spicy one. Not as big a Dijon or Grey Poupon, but of course, yeah. Actually, this this is good. Believe it or not, this is good. The beaver mustard. That's some good stuff. Yeah, it was very uh, light on the bacon. Uh, and I tried the Cuban sandwich. They were lackluster. I think this round of flavors from Lay's not so hot. Wasn't very strong. I don't know. What else did I see? I saw a new Doritos was coming out. And there were some joke ones too that I saw. I think they are going to be doing. What did I see? Something that's Dorito. I think they're going to do a another Doritos. I'd love to see Papa John's do a flaming hot Doritos Papadilla. That would be good. I don't know if they will or not, but no, no, it's just it is spicy. They have spicy brown mustard. They have regular mustard, stone ground. They've got horseradish. They've got I've seen cranberry horseradish. I've seen all kinds of different ones, different sauces. It's actually pretty popular. I've seen it. Like I said, I bought that. It was on sale. Got quite a bit of use out of it. Actually, it's pretty good. Just use it sparingly. Don't use a lot. Mix it with regular mustard. Dip your nuggets in it. You could put it on a sandwich. Whatever it is you need. just use it very sparingly. Don't overdo it. I did that the first time I made a sandwich and I put the whole thing on the one side and I was like, whoa, yikes. So if you put too much wasabi on stuff, it'll open up your sinuses real quick. Just a little bit goes a long way, so don't overdo it. Next thing you know, you're reaching for the water and that doesn't help, and then you have to get milk or dairy or something help you. Oh yeah, the hot sauce. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones. Super hot to nothing, like Tabasco or some of those other ones. What is it? The really cheap ones I was looking at, Valentina, Crystal. What's the other one? The watered down version that I've seen in there. Texas Pizza's okay. Yeah, Valentina, Crystal, Louisiana brand. Yeah, they have regular jalapeno. I've seen Tabasco jalapeno. I've seen green salsa. There's a whole lot of different ones out there. Hatch chili. But yeah, usually like the Tabasco and the little regular chili hot sauces that aren't that hot. Most people are okay with those. They don't get into the the habanero, the ghost chili, the um, Reaper. That's for the serious people. Most people, yeah, they stay jalapeno and that word. Yeah, it does work on eggs. A little bit, put a little bit of tapatio. What is it, Cholula? Some of those other hot sauces. They're not super hot, but they do zip up eggs. They zip up chili. I put mine in my ramen sometimes. Zip it up a little bit. You can take regular ramen and just put a little bit of that, put in some leftover meat, put in some leftover vegetables, have a pretty good meal. Just depends. Some people can't handle any heat at all. Some people can have the super hot stuff and it doesn't bother them. They drink it like water. Everybody's tolerance is different, so most people are not real heat tolerant, so they tend to stay with the low end ones. Tapatio and Cholula and Tabasco. Some of those really mild. Some of them are not bad. Some of them, like they said, someone left a comment that they said for the hot sauce it has to have flavor, and I have to agree. Something that you can taste that doesn't burn your taste buds out, that doesn't like drown it out because it's too hot. Something that you could taste that adds flavor to whatever it is you're putting it on or in. Those are the best ones. I've found a few of those, and you only need a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. But sometimes they're misleading because you'll see the things and it'll say, super hot. You put it in there and it's like nothing. And then some of them say, hot, and you put a couple drops and it blows your head off. So yeah, you almost have to try it ahead of time to see how hot it is and see if you can handle it or not. I have seen some that are literally super duper hot. I've tried that. Was it Dave's Insanity or Temporary Insanity? That stuff's pretty hot. I had one that was called Bubba's Butt Blaster. That was hot. Believe it or not. I tried that one. Bubba's Butt Blaster. And they got funny names for them. Scorned Woman, Satan's Blood, Kryptonite, all kinds of different ones. I used to go to this one place called Garlic Shop. They had shelves of the different hot sauces, and it was like the lower shelves were like 2 and a 3, and then as you worked up, and the top shelf was like a 10, And those were the ones in the little tiny ones, or they had like a skull and crossbones on them. Uh, you only needed a drop or two from those. They had little dropper things. They only had a few of those. Most of them were like, mid-level. Those were okay. But when you started getting into the top tier, those were super duper hot, and I wouldn't mess with those too much. Yeah, but like I said, find one that's good, that's not too hot, that you could taste it, that's got good flavor. Stick with that. You don't need to go super hot, because once you get a super hot one and it burns your taste buds out, you can't taste anything, so it's not even worth it. I found that out when I tried that one chip challenge. That one was so horrible. I couldn't taste it. It was just so nasty, and I couldn't taste anything. My taste buds were gone, and I was just like, ugh, can't even swallow it. So yeah, stick with something that's good and flavorful, not too hot, mid-level, and you're good. And they have every kind of thing out there too. Everybody's got a hot sauce. Someone told me, I can't remember the name of they said to look for this one hot sauce. I hadn't seen it, but I'll keep an eye out. Long time ago, I had one. It was weird. It was an adjustable hot sauce, and it had like one portion was like a certain kind of liquid, and another one, and then you adjusted the dial, and it's like, I guess, how much of each one you got. It wasn't really hot, and it was like real watery. Didn't care for it very much. Guess it was the more you had of the one, the hotter it got. And it was like a spray thing, kind of. I never really found that one again, and like I said, it wasn't that great. And there's a couple other. Still got the one from Jeff Dunham. I don't like that one. It's too hot. Scorpion Reaper and Scorpion Reaper and Ghost Pepper all together. And it's Shut Up, I Kill You hot sauce. That's too hot. Can't take more than a drop or two of that. All the other ones are gone. Yeah, I've been looking on Amazon. I've seen all kinds of different things. So unfortunately, you will not know until you try them. I used to be able to go to the stores and they let you have a little sample in the store and you could try it out. What else? I saw some other things like hot nuts. Was it hot chips, hot nuts, salsas, all that kind of stuff. There was one called D's nuts. They were super hot. So you never know. But that's about it. So I think it's getting late. So probably should wrap this one up soon. And probably be back on Monday. Take the weekend to kind of rest and recover. And yeah, so thanks guys for joining me tonight. Appreciate you guys stopping in. And hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Yeah, I'll check it out. So I hope you guys have a good weekend, everybody. Enjoy your the time off and as we get into the summer months. And I hope everybody has a good weekend and takes it easy. Find something fun to do. So I'll be back Monday and we'll check it out then. So thanks a lot, guys, for dropping in. I will see you on the next one. All right, guys, have a good one. Stay safe and take it easy this weekend. All right, guys? See you on the next one.